mean, are you buying property in Dubai, or where was that?
So I bought a 7-bedroom villa in Dubai, and it's really Andrew and Tristan Tate's fault. Really, we're sitting there, they're joking around. They're like, "Well, you should buy. We could be neighbors, and we could wave at each other." And it just a joke turned into like, "Okay, let's do it."
How did you come in contact with? I mean, how'd that friendship form?
So I joined the War Room, and that's Andrew's group. There's a lot of groups of men, you know. And for me, I've done Vistage.
I've seen a million of them, and you're like wondering, is this legit? Is this guy, he's just trying to get my money? Is he going to help me? So the War Room must be proven.
Bro, it was one of the best things I ever did. And I've joined a bunch of these groups and gone through the motions. And I still do groups like this because I feel like you meet group people. Like I'm in Tony Robbins' Business Platinum group. And it's one of those high-paying groups where you hang out with Tony and like they bring in people like Ray Dalio to teach you about money. Because I'm trying to grab consciousness.
Yeah.
But I'll never like Andrew Tate's one of the most wonderful human beings I've ever met in my life. I hate everything that's going on. Like love him with all my heart. Yeah. Like I'll die on that mountain with you, bro. Yeah. Let's get on that hill. Where's the sword?
Why is the enemy of the state, so to speak? I mean, what's going on?
He's got the hearts of young men. He's got the hearts of young men.
And that's a threat.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the real world, I post 3 to 5 stories every day of some kid that's not even out of freaking high school yet, making $3-4 grand, $5 grand, $6 grand, 10 grand, sometimes 20 grand in a month.
Yeah.
You know, the real world is legit because like I said before, the difference between going to college and joining the real world is the guy that's teaching you in the real world is actually making a bunch of money doing it right now. And he's saying, hey, if you go on Twitter and say this, this, and this, and you write your copy like this, it's going to convert to a sale. Right. And these kids are hungry. Right. Because you know the difference, I think, between kids now and like when I was a kid? I didn't have social media. Right.
So your world was small.
It was small.
Yeah.
I think that young men particularly are more entrepreneurial than they've ever been.
Right.
And they took all the heroes away from the kids. There's no Rambo. There's no G.I. Joes. So what do you have? You got
Top G.
Top G, bro. Get some, bro. Tristan Tate.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate. You know, obviously I spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
Myron Gaines, Sterling Cooper, all of them, man. Brandon Carter, man, these are good dudes. They're solid guys. And they speak the truth and they say some things that people don't like.
Right.
And look, people might not like it, but it doesn't mean it's not true.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times that's how it happens.
Yeah. And it's definitely resonating with young men. I mean, I see the audio and it's like, it's hard not to like jump on board. You like hear somebody say with that much passion and conviction and it sounds good. And you're just like, God dang.
He's one of the most passionate men you'll ever meet in
I'm
your
ready
life.
to run through a wall for this guy.
Dude.
You know, it's like, but it's hard because there's those people who have that natural leadership or that something about them, that it factor.
Yeah. He's a fucking hero, you know, and he's going through adversity, but I believe that any man that achieves anything in this world will go through fire. And he's just going through his. Yeah. You know, Trump went through his. They tried to go after Joe, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
Anybody at the top, bro, they're coming.
Joe's GOAT, bro. You know, what are you going to do?
Yeah, he's in, I mean, I think the reason why he's, I don't want to say untouchable or uncancelable, but people have listened to him so much for hours a day. They know they can't, they're not going to buy the BS because they know Joe, because you can't fake it for hours every day.
Bro, if you don't like Joe Rogan, you don't believe in Jesus, bro, straight up. So I don't like whatever, you know, and people are tired of that shit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And so I think, I mean, so they feel like they know him. I don't think people know Andrew Tate or Tristan Tate as well as that because they haven't been exposed to it. They see the hot takes and they're either super offended or motivated and like nothing in between.
Well, to Andrew's credit, man, you know, and I always say the best side of Andrew is the side the world never sees. And I do believe that's true, but I also think he's a genius in regards to like, he's got it all. You know, he's got the showmanship. He's really good at trolling people. Yeah. You know, and he knows what he's doing. And I mean, Joe's not ever going to go where Andrew will go, but I believe with all my heart. Look, if he's guilty of anything, not only am I blind, I'm a fool because I've been around him way too much. He's done way too much positive for young men. These kids are making money. They're working out. They're working on, their personal skills. They're working on finances. They're understanding economies better. Their geopolitics wasn't on my radar until I joined the war room. So between that and the real world, he's doing way more good for the world than most anybody else.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, you say you've seen the best side of him. What is that? What's the best side of Andrew
He's
Tate?
kind. He's respectful. Staff comes in, he tells them thank you. He does things for people. He helps little kids. I was with him in Dubai, and we were at our buddy Jules' house. This guy's a baller. His son comes. His son wants to learn how to box. Andrew sits there and takes time to teach the kid how to box. He takes. We can't go anywhere without him having to take 400 pictures, but he does it.
Right.
He does it with a smile on his face, man. He doesn't have to do that shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a good person. And so is Tristan.
Yeah.
Tristan's very underrated in regards to, a lot of people that are online because Andrew's there.
Right.
But they're a team, man. And he has his place in the support of Andrew. And I can't emphasize enough how much I love them boys. So,
well, I mean,
not coming off of it.
I think people could, if they're going to criticize Andrew or Tristan, especially Andrew, because he's so vocal, and then they see you, they're going to lump you in with that. And right, wrong, or indifferent, fair, life isn't fair. But all I know is from what I've seen today, your effort. And then not only that, but also you were in doing the dishes after we ate lunch. So it's like people, it's really easy to lump these like, oh, he's toxic. He says this, he does that. And I'm like, I don't know. I've seen firsthand how you are. So if you're going to discount this guy because he knows this guy, it's not really how the world works or how it should work.
Man. And dude, if you like me, you'd like Andrew. Yeah. And I have zero doubt. I have zero doubt about anything that I say about supporting him in any way. Yeah. I have so little doubt that I'm willing to say it publicly. So burn me with him. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Burn me with him. Yeah. Because look, when I say hundreds of messages a day, I can't imagine how many he gets.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine.
Your vote of confidence, because you know him, means something. It's not just like the people who want to cancel him because they're offended by something, or they're threatened, or their movement, the feminine movement is, he's the anti. So I don't know. I think what you say, you know him, you spent time with him. I know the type of person you are, means a lot.
I challenge somebody to find somebody that spend any kind of time with him, say they don't like him.
Right. Well, that'd be a good test. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. People make these judgments online based on a clip. You know what I mean? And they're ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be nice if everybody could spend time with people they don't understand. I've got plenty of hate too that I've read, and I'm like, well, nobody who's actually hunted with me has ever said this, but whatever. What are you going to do?
We all get it, man.